Your next comedian is one of my favorites. You've seen him all over the city. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Connor Creagan! One more time for your host, huh? Great. What is? How are we? Are we chill? Yes. Okay. Fierce. Literally fierce. Great. Okay. I'm glad you guys are good. I don't know. I'm a little. I'm pissed. I'm fully pissed. I'm outraged. I don't know if you guys know this. I found out about this the other day. If a man has had sex with another man, he cannot donate blood for an entire year. Do you know this? It's so fucked up. Regardless of protection, of identity, he cannot donate blood for an entire year, which is so fucked up, because that means I can't donate blood for another 364 days. What's up? Yeah. Okay. Yes. Actually, no, just kidding. I haven't been laid in so long, my butthole looks like it's sucking on a warhead. Hi. Hello. Yes. How are? Yes. It's like the knots of an old tree. Yes, impenetrable. Impenetrable it is. But as a fighter, I'm out there, guys. She is out there. I was out there the other night with this guy, and we were flirting. It was happening. You know, we were making eye contact. Okay. Knees were touching. Yeah. And then he told me that he was working on his screenplay, and I was just like, "Don't ruin this for me!" And look, I'm not against creative projects. You're looking at one. It's just when somebody brings up their screenplay, it's like a fly in the room, you know? You're just like, "Hi, I'm Connor," and they're like, "I'm working on a screenplay," and you're like, "No, you're not." Like, no, you're not. But I'm a nice guy, and so I asked him. I was like, "Okay, what is your screenplay about?" And he told me. He goes, "It's like Moonlight, but different." That could be anything. Moonlight, but different. That is either just Call Me by Your Name, or it's a brave new direction for the Bad Boys franchise. So like, what are we doing here? Which one is it? Sorry, am I bleeding? No. Okay. But I did tell him, I was like, "Look, I'm sorry. After reviewing your application, you're just not the right fit for my ass." Noted. Is anybody else here part of LGBTQ? Do we have any? Okay, so we have one person who's not a coward. Cool. We could all learn a lot from that. Woo! Is it hard being the most nuanced person in your friend group? I know it is for me. I don't know. I'm not crazy about Pride though. Ooh. There is that. Well, lightning just. You know. God is gay. Okay. God is gay because God is what? Greek. Okay. Think about that. Here's why I don't like Pride though, is I hate being advertised to. I really hate that. Just what we need. Somebody like, yeah, okay. I hate it. It's like all of June, they're like, "Hey, we put a rainbow on a sneaker. You're gay. You'll love it." Spare me. Or everything's specialty or limited edition, like slogans like, "Sashay your way down to McDonald's and get a dick flurry." You do full praying hands, like, "Thank you. Thank you." So, like, what the fuck? And my friend was telling me, he's like, "I actually think it's cool that Pride is so corporate because it means that capitalism as a system is protecting a historically marginalized group of people." And I was just like, wow, I can't believe that I have to say out loud that I don't feel protected by Budweiser. Like, that's usually what I'm trying to dodge, right? One time though, another gay man, yes, he told me that I had internalized my homophobia. And at first I was like, "Shut up, you queer." then I thought about it, and I was like, okay, maybe he's onto something. Maybe there is some latent toxic masculinity that is oozing out of my pores, which are... Yes! Perfect and tiny! Perfect and tiny! That nobody ever says, okay, wow. Feeling seen. Okay. Feeling seen. It's true. I mean, toxic masculinity is everywhere. You don't need me to tell you that. There are still music festivals. Okay. But even the other day, I tried to buy deodorant and I felt attacked. I did. I went to Target. I went to the men's section of deodorant, and all men's deodorant is blue, black, and gray. And if you're like, oh, that sounds familiar, it is because it's the color story for Halo 2. And they have the worst. Like, I was like looking at the names, and they don't make any sense. It's all like Night Hawk or Dawn Soap. And like... And like Old Spice. I used to wear Old Spice, but then I learned to love myself. It's well, what? They have Old Spice swagger, okay? It's like, do I look like an Italian trying to make it in the music industry? Okay. And look, okay, I realize that joke will keep me from hosting the Oscars one day. You know, they'll be like, in future headlines will be like, old comedy tapes reveal Connor Creagan hates Italians, and I'll be 84 years old like, and I'm glad they're extinct! Come on. Oh my blog. I don't know, look, I realize that I come off as the type that would talk about art on a fire escape. Yeah. And so I'm like actually from a very small rural town in upstate New York, okay? Like, my birds and the bees talk was watching two horses have sex in a barn. It's true. It was A, intimidating. And B, a terrible way to learn that lesson. Because fast forward to when I'm like losing it or whatever, I was just like, no. You're doing this all wrong. This is the part where you put your hooves on my haunches. Also, my head should be tied to a wooden post. There should also be a woman named Gail here wearing a tie-dye shirt from Ben & Jerry's, and Gail should be guiding you into me. My dad should also be here, offering words of encouragement like, go on, Snickers, you know? A sugar cube wouldn't hurt. I don't know. I live in Brooklyn now, and I live with some roommates. And one of my roommates has this dog, and he's always complaining about it. I mean, he's also a DJ, so he's got a lot going on. But he has this dog, and he was complaining about how much it costs for this dog's haircut or whatever. And I was like, okay, so how much does it cost to groom your dog? And he goes, for my dog's haircut, it costs $150. Yeah, I was like, why is our refrigerator still broken? And here's the thing, pamper your pets all you want, that's fine. But I just don't get the expectation. Like, if I had a dog and I spent $150 on that dog's haircut, then that dog better look like a fucking person. And a hot person. Okay, that dog better look like John Hamm getting sprayed by a hose by Chris Pratt, because they're both dressed like firefighters. That's the level. We live together in this like artist loft space, which means there's no insulation. Yeah. So I'm thrilled at summertime. I am because like in the wintertime, my bedroom would get so cold. When I went to bed, I didn't know if I would wake up the next day or if I would wake up in 2,000 years perfectly preserved. Like, I just thaw in the year 4019, and they're like, in antiquity, people used to fall asleep next to open laptops. I spaz and stop a field trip like, what year is it? But the kids just have barcodes for faces. I start running out of there and knock over a gift store display of mugs with me on them. Like, oh no, those looked expensive. I escape into the office of a young, handsome, rebellious curator named Clark 93. Because in the future, your username is your real name, and Clark93, not very creative. We spend the night making love underneath his online college degrees. Because in 4019, that's all there is left. In the morning, I look out of the window and I realize we're in a city floating in the clouds. I say, Clark93, I want to go back to Earth. He looks at me and goes, there is no Earth. Here, let me show you something. He takes me by the hand and leads me through the museum in the cold morning light, past artifacts like iPods and gladiator sandals from the DSW. He takes me to the basement of the museum, to the library, to the archive. At the archive, it's a blue shimmering wall of code, of pictures, of movies, of music, my pictures, my movies, my life, digitized before my very eyes. He whispers in my ears, I can upload you, and puts a USB stick in my butt. I'm slowly consumed by blue shimmering code. I become one with my life for the rest of my life and spend the rest of my life with Clark93 in the basement of this museum. And what? I snowballed. Okay. I'll put it like this. It's like Moonlight. But that's my time. Thank you very much.